Yo, yo, yo. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another Grizzlies Bias preview. Today's episode, we're going to be previewing the Grizzlies and Hawks game. That is tomorrow. But first, obviously, I mean, you can see we're happy again. I mean, the Grizzlies had just been
killing.
To me, I'm being honest. March Madness is on, so I've been watching a whole lot of NBA basketball. But the little NBA basketball I've been getting in is obviously the Grizzlies because I don't miss a game. And man, they have been a treat to watch, especially last night. I mean, last night I felt like I was watching an All-Star game against the Rockets, like I said. And I like to play the Rockets for reasons, because they suck. And Grizzlies kind of showed it last night. Like we were expecting us to win by double digits. We said it in our last episode, but the Grizzlies, they said double digits. We're going to win by 37, and I mean, the game was over by second half.
Reminded me of that Thunder game from like way back then. We scored like what 157 was it?
We won by 70 or something like that. Yeah. 72, I think we won by a game by.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Crazy.
But yeah, I mean, so Grizzlies had another great performance. I don't even know really where to start. I mean, everyone had a good performance last night. I mean, so we're against the Rockets. We go on a big run after the Rockets started off like 7-2.
Yeah.
And there was no stopping after that. I felt like Ja had a really good game off the bench. He came in. He was unstoppable in the second.
So weird to say that, dude. It's so weird to say off the bench.
Yeah, which it's going to have to keep happening. I mean, we have a starting our backup point guard is a starter, but he comes off the bench. And you got Tyus Jones, obviously he's been starting. He's been great. And I don't know, Ja Morant has weirdly been so great for us off the bench. Like that has just like, it's weird to say because like, okay, we don't want to start Ja off the bench. He's our star player. Yeah. But it's worked so well that like I've heard people saying, should we just keep Ja on the bench because it's working so great? It's such a weird thing to talk about, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, Ja's a star player. We're not going to send him off the bench. It's weird. So the Ja came in. He was doing great to the point where the Rockets had a weird adjustment thinking we're going to put Boban in the game. Like Boban's, no offense to Boban. I love Boban. Shout out to the State Farm commercials and stuff. But Boban he's a statue. Okay, he can barely move. Ja's gonna easily. It don't matter if he's 7 foot. Ja's gonna easily go around him. Ja even put floaters over him. It didn't matter. Everything was going in for Ja. And then I mean, we also what else happened in the second half that was crazy? I mean, you had the Dylan Brooks highlight where he put it off the backboard to Jaren and Jaren slammed it, and then you get Luke Kennard with five or four threes at halftime. I can remember.
4 and a buzzer beater, another buzzer beater.
Another buzzer beater.
Pretty much.
I'm telling you, if we get into a game where we have to hit a final shot for the win, you gotta put Kennard in the game. You gotta put him in the game. It's because he hits them shots so much. It's like he's shooting 100% on them this year. I swear. But yeah, second half. I mean, the game's a blowout, so not much to really like it was a complete blowout. But there's one positive spot that kept me like one thing that kept me watching the game, even though it was a complete blowout and there was no point to watch it. Was Luke Kennard. I mean, Luke Kennard was just so entertaining last night because he was shooting like he was Curry, going for a 3-point record. Kennard had 10 threes out of 11 attempts. That actually was his whole shoot. He only shoot threes the whole game. It was 10 for 11 the whole game, but everything was a 3.
30 points.
He drops, I think it's career high, right? 30 points was a career high.
And a franchise record.
Awesome. Franchise record in 3-point makes. Flying pass. I can't remember who he passed it. I'm guessing Mike Miller. Because Mike Miller,
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
He was our best shooter in franchise history. So, Mike Miller, and I'm like we said it the last 3 episodes. We love Luke Kennard. I mean, he's been awesome. And now I'm gonna say it here. Luke Kennard is the steal of the trade deadline. The steal trade of the deadline. Because
honestly,
Danny Green in some seconds did not even go up to the value of what we got for Luke Kennard right now.
Yeah.
He's been ridiculous off the bench. So, man, I don't know what else to say about Luke Kennard. He's been so great. But overall, Grizzlies blow out the Rockets.
Hey, I got another thing to say about Kennard. After the interview last night that he had, he goes over there and he signs fans' jerseys. I love it. I love it.
I would love to get a signed Luke Kennard jersey.
Love it.
But yeah, so Grizzlies win 140-114, I think it was. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Pretty sure that's the score of the game. It doesn't matter. We blew them out. We won by 37, I'm pretty sure. And Grizzlies keep their winning streak going. We are now at how many games have we won in a row? Is it
40?
4?
Oh, no.
Is it 4 games in a row, I think?
Probably. We're 46 and yeah.
we've won like 4 in a row, but we had that game, we had that loss to the Heat, and before that I think we had like a 3-game win streak. So we've won like, if I'm right, we've won 7 of our last 8, or we've won 8 of our last 9. I can't remember.
8 of our last 9. 8 of our last 9.
Yeah. I forgot. We clinched a playoff spot last night.
Yeah.
I kind of just went right past that, but yeah, Grizzlies clinched a playoff spot. So kind of expected though. Like Taylor Jenkins said, it's one of them little celebrations. Like, okay, we're happy about it, but we gotta get back to work because it's something we played so good this season. It's something that we just expect. We gotta get back and not celebrate on it for too long. But tomorrow we play the Atlanta Hawks, and the Hawks are not. They're. What's the current record of the Hawks, Brad? Because you're on the Hawks side of things. I didn't really look into them.
I'm
go on to talk about the Hawks.
If I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, I might be, but I'm pretty sure I remember 37-37, so I think they're exactly 500 right now. But all right, let's get in the Hawks side of things, right? So let's break it down. So we got the Hawks coming in. So Hawks injury report: DeAndre Hunter, he's out with a knee injury. That's a big loss for them. He's having 15 points per game. Hawks last 5. On March 17th, they won against the Warriors, 127-117 or 119. Strength in numbers, Clay. March 19th, they lost to the Spurs, 126-118. March 21st, they won against the Pistons, 129-107. The 22nd, they lost to the Timberwolves in a very close game, 125-124. And then today, they beat the Pacers, 143-130. Some players to look for, the obvious guys, you got Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, and then you got Bogdanovic. And then just recently, some guys that have been playing good. You got Saddiq Bey, who's filling in right now for DeAndre Hunter. And then you got John Collins. He's been playing good as well. In the last 5 games, you got Saddiq Bey. He's been averaging career highs in points, or not career highs, but season highs in points and rebounds. 16 points per game and 8 rebounds per game, compared to his 13.9 points per game and 5 rebounds per game. And then you got John Collins as well, 17.6 points per game and 5.2 rebounds, with his averages being 12.9 points per game and 6.6 rebounds per game. And then Trae Young, he's actually been struggling recently, only 21 points per game, shooting the ball not the best. Then he got ejected today. He chucked the ball at a ref, so he got ejected for that. DeJounte Murray, he's been struggling too, 15 points per game, but 7 assists too, so he's been more of a playmaker these last 5 games. But yeah, now we'll get into some of the Hawks, like they're just statistics overall. This season they've been shooting 35% from 3, from the field 48%, and from the line 82%. They had the 4th best scoring offense, averaging 117.6 points per game. But guess how many points they're giving up on the defensive side? 117.6, same exact number. And then also they have the 7th worst defense in the NBA. They're allowing 39% from the free throw line, or from the 3-point line, and 48% from the field. So what needs to happen for them to win this game? What it comes down to really is just making good efforts to close out on the shooters for the Grizzlies, like Luke Kennard, Desmond Bane, Tyus Jones, all those guys that can shoot it from deep that we have. And then they have to be able to play overall good help defense, because if they're not being able to close out good and stay grounded and not, get on camera and be, in the air, they gotta be just grounded. They gotta stay on the ground, play good help defense, so the Grizzlies can't take it to the paint, take it to the rim, and Ja can't poster somebody. And then last but not least, the Grizzlies, obviously, we don't have Steven Adams, we don't have Clark, so it's going to be interesting to see the rebounding battle, but they got to win that. If they want to win this game, they have to win the rebounding battle, and I think that goes either way with either team if they want to win this game. Steez, what do you got for the Grizzlies?
Like you said, the rebounding battle is always important. I mean, I feel like every game that we play is going to be important just because our best players are out when it comes to rebounding. Yeah. And I feel like every team either has a pretty good advantage on us. Like, even teams like the Warriors are going to have advantages on us because they have the whole where they get a lot of second chances because of long balls or whatever. And probably the Hawks are going to do it too because, you got guys like Trae Young out here, Donovich, they're going to shoot threes. They're going to probably the Grizzlies are going to have to be ready to get long ball rebounds because if they don't, then second chance points always leads to, like, I'm just saying, if you lose a second chance battle, you're probably gonna lose the game. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not one of those stats that you want to lose. Yeah. Because if you're gonna keep giving the teams opportunities to get in the game, then it's gonna be a wrong day for you guys. Now, the Grizzlies, I mean, it's crazy to say because there's not been really any weaknesses with us lately at all. Like, we've been playing so good that, like, I saw a stat today that we have, like, really, if you look at our weaknesses, the worst things of team or high power offense or true shooting percentage and all that, we have boosted them up to top 6 for the month of March. Like, when we were, like, ranked 24th for both, I think, like, basically Grizzlies had gone in their weaknesses and turned them into strengths. And that is insane to me because I feel like I haven't had an issue with anything with the Grizzlies because the Grizzlies have always been inconsistent offensively when it comes to the 3-ball. They've not been good at free throw shooting, but both those things have been great lately. And honestly, it comes down to just the Grizzlies keep playing the game that they've been playing. Obviously, the bench production has to be there because I feel like every time our normal lineups out there, they come up to a good start. It just really depends for the bench to keep it going. And if the bench if the bench comes out strong, then they're going to have obviously be able to go on runs and take the game out of reach. And we have a job coming off the bench, so it's not like we're dealing with the old bench inconsistently. Like we literally got a two times all-star starter coming off the bench, and you got that dude come off the bench with a sniper and Luke Kennard, with a big body Roddy, with you got even probably Lofton now. I mean, Lofton's even getting some playing time out here, so we don't know. But I would say Lofton probably doesn't play just because we are against a pretty bigger lineup, and I think we've been putting him against the more small ball lineups. But we are going to see for sure. But obviously, I think that it's going to really come down to rebounding. Jaren's going to have to be on the boards. Yeah. It's going to come to just a strong bench as usual to beat the Hawks because this is another game that we should not overlook. Obviously, the Hawks are going to be fine for. I'm not sure what the East looking like. Are they got a playoff spot currently, or are they a play-in team?
Play-in team. So what I'd assume if they're 500, I think because you got the Bucks, you got the Celtics, you got the Nets, you got the So I'm gonna guess
the 37 record are probably fine for some playoff spot. They're fine for more. So this is a team that we obviously have to come and correct because they want to get their playoff spot locked in. But yeah, like I said, Grizzlies gotta keep playing their game because really how they've been playing over the last week, they have not been messing up at all. They've been playing great basketball, so just stay locked in, keep playing Grizzly basketball, and it's good. In this parade in our city is going to continue. Simple as that.
It's a parade in my city.
But I mean, you got anything else to say before we head out here, Brad?
It's gonna be a parade in my city. Yeah, we gonna win.
Grizzlies. Keep up the good work. Let's keep this winning streak going.
Give Luke Kennard the ball.
Do we know who's our next game against?
Orlando. Orlando in our house.
Okay, and we played the Magic. That's beautiful.
So
stay locked in against the Hawks, and then you get to play the Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
We're gonna catch y'all on that preview next. Maybe we have an episode soon. I'm not sure what our next podcast episode is going to be because. We obviously have these games going through. I think we plan to do the playoff preview and the regular season recap, but maybe we have an episode in between if any news comes out. Other news before we head out here, Zaire Williams is out for 2 weeks? I think it's
2 or 3 weeks. He'll be reevaluated. That's what I heard.
He hasn't been playing, but it sucks to see. I mean, I feel like the whole Zaire Williams project is starting to really go downhill.
Yeah, it sucks.
But hopefully, maybe somewhere down the line, Zaire can get a bounce back. That'd be awesome for us.
Yeah.
But that's going to do it for this episode, y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.